Welcome to the Big Movement Podcast. If you're ready to create results and make huge strides in your business, finances, personal development, and health, then you're in the right place. Pushing past excuses and powering through procrastination can be a challenge alone. Here, you'll get the support, tools, and knowledge you need to get to the level you desire in your business and life. Let's get started with your host, Byron Ingram.
And welcome to another episode of the podcast. Today, we're going to talk a little bit more about why engagement is a must on social media, especially as an entrepreneur, because you'll think about it. Your clients and customers, this is where they're hanging out at. So it's your responsibility to get your message in front of them. However, we have to go beyond, in today's world, simply just placing an ad, putting a post out there, and hoping that they're going to say, I'm going to come running to this. People want engagement. They want to be able to connect with you. Because here's what's happening. More and more people are putting ads out there. If you look at your news feed and just your personal profile stream, you see people talking about, hey, buy my stuff, join my team, do this, do this, do this. People want you to buy. But here's the problem. Nobody's listening. People are only talking in one direction. So in order to stand out, you have to do one simple thing. That's engage. Engage in a conversation, because it's what's going to make all the difference in the world. Because here's the fact. Your competition is not doing it. So the bar is set really low. It doesn't take very much to begin standing out, because guess what? With the competition not doing it, once you begin engaging with an audience, now you can have people beginning to flock to you. So here's the thing. The reason why you have to focus in on engagement, it's people use social media not to necessarily be sold to, but because they want to engage with family and friends. Think about it. When was the last time that you jumped onto Facebook and said, I am ready to be sold? Or you jumped onto Twitter, I am ready to be sold. No, you don't do that. You go there because you want to connect with your friends. You want to jump up in terms of a messenger conversation with some people. You want to jump onto a Twitter chat or whatever. And that's the whole purpose of it, is for an engagement, because you want to connect with other people from where you are. So it changes so many things when you begin to connect with people in their authentic fashion, instead of just posting content and hoping that they're going to look at your stuff. So now I want you to do a comparison in terms of thinking about it. Look at the types of things you say to your friends and family when you're engaging with them on social media. You laugh about stuff like, oh my gosh, that picture you shared, it was so funny, blah, blah, blah. All of these things matter. Now compare this. You can go to almost any brand out there. How many of you actively seek out, let's say you want to go to, let's say a local coffee shop or a local restaurant or something. I'm just going to jump on there and just start commenting all their stuff. No, it's like they have a picture of a burger. You're not necessarily going to do that. Or it's a picture of a coffee cup. You're not necessarily going to start commenting on that. However, when you do something that's engaging, let's say you're sharing from a business standpoint, you share your favorite memories at this place, and people start doing that, and it creates engagement. That's what you really need to be doing, is the stuff that people want to become part of. Because ultimately, people are on social media because they want to be part of a community. And you have to treat it that way. And what that means for your business is look at how can you start conversations that people truly want to be a part of, instead of it being this just one directional, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. Oh, did you hear the message? Buy my stuff. You have to change things up quite a bit. So how do you do this in this digital world that we live in? You have to open up behind the curtain a little bit. Give people a glimpse. Now, does this mean that you have to share everything going on? No, of course not. So if your brand is you, let people into your world. Show them what you're doing. Like, oh my gosh, I had this for breakfast. Like, you're about to run to a meeting, so you want to jump on there and say hi, or you're waiting at the airport and say, hey, I'm going to do an Ask Me Anything session. The different things that are out there to begin creating engagement, because that's what you want to do. Because the more people can realize that you're human, the better. Now, you might be thinking, but my business is not just me. It doesn't matter. Let people behind the scenes, like, hey, we're making this big meal for a wedding party coming up here at the restaurant. Let me show you what's going on here. And because of that, it creates that engagement and curiosity. Well, then that's what people get to do. They can also see, oh, you have that ability. Well, maybe we should reach out to you because it's engaging. That's the whole reason why we have to open up and let people in. Because if we're in this guarded mentality, very few people are going to crack that shell and see what's behind it. So we have to go above and beyond. And you might be thinking, well, what do I find that's engaging about me? It doesn't really matter. The thing is, let people into your world. So here's an easy way to find out. Ask yourself that question. Well, what would you want to engage with? Well, when you do it that way, guess what begins to happen? People, will begin wanting to engage because you're looking at it from your perspective what you want to engage with. Because if you would like to engage with something like that, there's several other people who would want to do the exact same thing. So just start doing that a little bit each and every day. Ask yourself, well, what would I want to interact with today? And then go create it and share it. Do it multiple times a day. But here's the critical part. It doesn't matter how much engagement you do or what types of posts you really want to share. It is vital and it's critical that you're doing it on an ongoing basis and you're doing it with consistency. Because if you don't show up regularly, people tend to forget about you. Because remember, they're being bombarded by all sorts of stuff. It's that whole top of mind awareness thing. Think about the number of people, and this happens a lot like in real estate and some other things, where somebody says, oh my gosh, I totally forgot you did that. Like, really? I tell you every time I see you, but you didn't do it enough. So this is why you have to be consistent and show up in front of people every single day in some way so they can see who you are so they don't forget it. So when it comes time for them to make that purchasing decision, they're looking towards you versus the competition to buy that. So when you ask yourself a question, what are you going to do today to start increasing the engagement on your business so you can start attracting more ideal clients and customers?
Thanks for listening to the Big Movement Podcast today. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. Now that you've surely been inspired to take your entrepreneurial career and business to the next level, you can stop by the website and get more. And if you're ready to boost your business brand, be sure to grab your free report, 7 Easy Steps to Build Your Brand Today.